Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's common mistakes that gym owners make. Common mistakes that gym owners make. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then as a quick message to you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to make an acquisition and you need funding, you have an existing operation, you need working capital, we can help with funding from between $50,000 and $400,000 in funding. The basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the two previous years. You can check out the links below under financing and funding for additional information on that program, as well as other financing and funding options that we have available. Now, with that said, let's get into our topic today, and it's 5 common mistakes that gym owners make. Okay, let's take a look at these because it's what we're trying to do here. How can we simplify this? How can we help make your business better? How we can help take you to that next level? And so number 1 on my list, they try to do it all themselves. Okay, pretty common. They try to do it all themselves. And, the best way to look at this is, what are you good at? Okay, well, that might be where you want to settle in at. Things you're not good at, outsource it. I know, speaking from at a personal level, we work with a lot of gyms that don't have that expertise in sales and marketing, and so they'll use me, they'll use my company to help them do that. Okay, it's a great example of how to do it. Don't try to, essentially become or be an expert on something that you're not familiar with. So don't try to do it all yourself. And I would even narrow this down a little bit and really give you this job description. If you're a gym owner or you aspire to be, I'll give you 2 job descriptions, maybe 3. One of them being, make sure you pay your people on time as agreed. I think most people know that one. The other job description I would give you is you want to make sure the phone is ringing, the door is swinging, the email's dinging, the text is pinging. Okay. In other words, you want to make sure you're driving foot traffic into that front door. That's really job 1. Okay, because if you're doing that one, and you're doing it well enough, whatever issues you have, good chance you may have a chance to outrun them, okay, at least for a while, okay? So make sure you're driving foot traffic, through that front door. You can even check the links below under digital marketing on programs that we have to help you do that. We can help you get, 100 guests a month, inside your facility. So make sure we're driving traffic. The second job description I would give you, make sure we're hiring, training, we're developing staff, we're developing people. Your people are your brand. Your people is what make this work. And we want to train them and develop them and hire them and recruit them and all those great things. But that'd be the second job description. Okay. Everything else, let's surround ourselves with people that can help get that done for us. Number 2, making unnecessary investments. Making unnecessary investments. And so here's what I mean. I see this a little more maybe in new startups. You don't need every shiny object, okay? You need what's going to get the job done for you, okay? And here, a little bit, I'd look at it like this. When I say making unnecessary investments, when I get involved in a gym turnaround and we need to get this big old thing back on track, one of the first things we look to do is we want to subtract. We want to simplify the operation, because one of the common things that happens in clubs that maybe don't reach their potential, they become too complicated, they become too difficult to run. And because they've added everything, okay, you're not going to need it, okay? So making unnecessary investments. Number 3, we see this a little more common in smaller operations, training centers, things like this. But mixing personal and business funds, we commingle those funds. You want to have, here's your personal, you get your check and that's where it goes, and you do your personal thing. and then you've got your business account over here. Keep them separate, okay? It can be one of the bigger nightmares when you start to commingle funds, but don't make that mistake. And again, we see that more predominantly in smaller operations or even sole proprietors, where there's, it's all kind of commingled in together. Number 4, I talked about this just a little bit, but not having a marketing plan. One of the biggest challenges that, any gym owner has, certainly smaller independent operations, one of the bigger issues that we have is that issue of obscurity. No one knows who you are, and those that do, they don't have you at top of mind. And what you need to have in place is a marketing plan, a promotional plan. Essentially what the goal is we want everybody in your market area to know who you are and what you do, because again, the problem becomes no one knows who you are, and then those that do, they don't have you at top of mind. So you need to have a marketing plan. Again, check out our digital marketing programs. You kind of want, if you have the budget, you want to have that combination of paid marketing and then the complimentary, the free. And I would look at, another thing I would look at on the no cost side is look at the Google My Business. It's kind of morphed into Maps now, but look at Google My Business. Great resource, to get information out, to your customers in terms of, what you're up to and what's going on in your gym. And then the last on my list, number 5 of common mistakes that gym owners make is underpricing or slashing pricing. Okay, underpricing or slashing pricing. The reality of the fitness industry, it's very much a fixed cost business. And you start cutting prices to make, sales easier, so to speak, you're going to need a lot of them, to start making ends meet. And don't always look to slash the price. Here's what I would suggest you do. Look at differentiation. What are you doing that's so much better than everybody else in your community? What are you doing that nobody else is doing? What problem are you solving? Okay, and then deliver value to your customer. Show your customer how you can solve that problem, deliver value. Because one of the realities of selling is that when value exceeds price, i.e. we solve the problem, when value exceeds price, people will buy. Okay, if you make it all about money, what it ends up being is you're kind of selling a membership card or you're leasing space to them. Okay, we want to solve that problem. We want that value to be in there. Okay, you start to do that. One of the big reasons people slash prices and do a lot of that or underprice is just that lack of that understanding of, how do we want to convert? How do we present this to the customer? And if you need help with that, feel free. Check the links below. Happy to chat with you about some of that. And you can check, numerous videos here on the channel on different ways to do that. But you want to avoid that as best you can. Not to say you can't have specials, not to say you can't do things. And I'll give you one more thing to think about kind of on the pricing thing. If you're new at this, okay, and you're preparing that business plan, you're preparing that budget, the thing that we like to look at when doing that is we're looking at a budget. It's relatively simple to kind of come up with, here's what the expenses are going to be. And then now, okay, for you as that owner, how much do you want to make? Do you want a 20% margin, 30% margin, 40? What do you want that to be? Okay, and depending on that, now we kind of back into what we want this pricing to look like and how we're going to do it. But there's a lot of ways to do it, but I'd really encourage, that underpricing and certainly slashing prices. Let's deliver value. Let's solve problems for the customer. We can show you how to do that. Check the channel out for more information. Feel free to hit me up. Happy to chat with you about that as well. So folks, again, my name is JimThomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. And if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And then again, to learn more about me and my company and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to acquire a gym and you need funding, you have a gym, you need working capital, we can help with funding from between $50,000 and $400,000 in funding. The basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that particular program and other financing options that we have for you. So again, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here today, and we'll look forward to seeing you all on that next video.